I was scrolling on YouTube the other day looking to just find some inspiration, watch some videos, and I realized that in the beauty space, there's nothing really inspiring me right now in terms of beauty content. I really just want content that feels like 2016, just a girl in her bedroom doing her makeup. It might not be the right way, but it's her way. So I'm gonna be filming today's makeup tutorial like 2016, but using my favorite 2026 products. For step number one, I'm gonna go in with the Danessa Meyer's concealer. I like to apply this all over my lids as a base and primer because I ran out of my eye primer, unfortunately. But this is also what we used to do in 2016. I honestly think this video style might be more like 2014, maybe even 2012, because I feel like in 2016 that's when all the beauty gurus upgraded their lighting, upgraded their cameras as well, but I'm just missing that kind of like low quality makeup tutorial. I don't know why. I think there's just something so comforting about it. And if you like this type of video, then let me know in the comments because maybe I'll do it on a weekly basis. I just feel like we need to reset what content is and what the beauty space is right now. Because right now, I feel like the beauty content is a mixture of underconsumption, overconsumption, and just hating on beauty and hating on makeup. And I'm definitely guilty of that. But then I soon realized that I love makeup and I don't want to hate on it. As much as it is an overconsumption kind of passion and hobby, that's just how it's gonna be. I'm sorry. I don't even want to apologize actually. But you can also learn how to love and play with makeup without buying so many things. That's all to say. The other part of beauty YouTube right now is heavily filled with reviews and I don't even know how to explain what the type of content it is. I don't like watching it. I think as I started making, chatty, get ready with me, definitely fulfilling the vibe. I'm gonna use this shade right here, which is called M170. I think the reason why 2016 beauty, or that era of maybe like 2014 to 2016 or even 18 was so special is mainly because I do think that the beauty industry or the online beauty industry was still fresh and new. That was before, people really knew how much money creators and gurus were making from their content and how much money they were making from their affiliates and everything like that. And now we kind of see through a lot of that. We kind of see the ulterior motives about the content that a lot of creators are making. And that's not to say that every creator is like that or that's the goal of every creator, because even me, yes, I do things to make money and make an income, but I am truly passionate about this. I've been doing it for probably over 10 years with little to no success. I think I've had the most success in the past few years, but that does make people see creators differently, and it makes people see the beauty industry very differently, which is really sad, but I also kind of get it because I am a viewer myself. And as I was searching for content to watch, I realized there was nothing I really enjoyed watching. I wanted to watch just someone doing their makeup. I don't want to watch a review. Again, not that any of that is bad because I make those videos, but I don't want to watch a review. I miss the vibes. If you know what I'm saying. If you know, you know. Then I'm going to go in with this warm tone orange. It's called M18. And I'm using the Rougher 01 brush. And I'm just going to apply this on the outer corner and into the crease. Also, let me try not to cover my eyes, actually. I recently went back and searched like 2016 makeup tutorials, 2016 makeup videos, and there is something really special about the content back then, and it's just the fact that it's a person sitting in their glam room, sitting in their bedroom, just talking about stuff that they love. And in hindsight, a lot of that could have had motives to sell the product, but at the same time, it felt like you were talking to kind of like, not even talking, you were watching a friend just talk about what they like. And a lot of content now feels very performative, and I am guilty of that. I am. And I think that's why sometimes I have a hard time with content because I'm not having fun. I don't like feeling performative. I like doing this. This is what I like doing. Just chatting and doing my makeup. And I have no idea if there's an audience for it. But if you like this type of video, let me know in the comments below because maybe I'll make it a weekly thing. Now I'm going to take this dark brown chocolate shade. It's called M4 and a Rephr 113 brush. See, I'm talking like customer service voice again. Relax. Rephr 113 brush or 13 brush. Bleh. And what I'm going to do is I like to pat this on the outer corner because I want to just darken up that area. I also have been filming a lot of shorts and I've been having so much fun with shorts. Who freaking knew? I think the fun thing about shorts is that I get to have fun. Like, duh. I just get to like play with whatever idea I have in my head and make it really quickly, finish it really quickly, post it. And that's that. With YouTube videos, it takes me so long to edit. And then I'm taking an even darker brown shade. This is M28. And the Nicola Rose BK Beauty Brush N12. It's a very short and tiny pencil brush, and I'm going to wing out and smoke it out on my lash line. I forgot. I was speaking about shorts because I did film a video where I kind of shared with you some of my eyeshadow tips, and that was really fun to do. Like a little tutorial. I need y'all to see how tiny this brush is. It's so small. It's the Rephr 29. Also, the Rephr brushes were gifted to me. Forgot to mention that. I will disclose it in the text just because it's a lot to keep saying it over and over again. But we're going to use this black eyeshadow. It's literally called black, okay? And I don't usually wear black eyeshadow or liner, but because I want it to show up on camera, I'm going to line the eyes. Okay, here's a trick. I go in with the concealer again, and then I just reapply it here under the eyes because we're going to make the inner corners real bright. I don't know why, but I have been loving a bright inner corner. It just gives me life. And when I say a bright inner corner, I don't like a super bright under eye. I think when it's extremely bright over here, I feel like it's out of place for my face because I want my face to still look tan. But when it's just right below the under eye, I feel like it's really brightening and effective. And my favorite shadow for this is this one right here. This is M2. Then I'm just going to take a pencil brush, number 26. It's such a pretty bright peachy shade. I think it's really flattering on my skin tone rather than just a stark white. A peachy beige, oh, it's gonna hit every time. You cannot tell me that's not gorgeous. That's beautiful. Ah, that made such a big difference. Holy mackerel. Okay, we're gonna move on to the skin, which my skin, she's puffy and she's inflamed because I have been eating some greasy foods this week. I had pizza, and I'm pretty sure the pizza shop that we order from, they just have a lot of grease on their pizza. Literally broke out. Or I could be getting my period. But I usually don't get acne here unless it's food that I'm eating. My period acne is down here. So, my makeup, it's not gonna look as good, but it's fine. We're using my go-to Hourglass primer. It's crazy because I was praising my skin. Don't praise your skin because my skincare routine has been doing a great job and it's been working. But I guess none of that matters if you eat a greasy pizza, huh? So this side of my face is really inflamed. I'm gonna try to work around the acne because it's one of those zits that are like under the skin and it kind of hurts. I also have a pimple patch here. Should I put a pimple patch here or will it make the makeup look weird? I'm gonna avoid the pimple patch because the light is gonna reflect on top of the pimple, so we'll see. Skin is matte. Now we're gonna try to cover this up. I learned a trick on TikTok. Can you tell I've been spending a lot of time on TikTok? It's not as bad as we make it seem, actually. The trick is to put highlighter on your zit. The thing is, her zit was significantly smaller in the video, so I don't know if it's gonna work for me, but we're gonna try on cystic acne, see if it makes a difference. She put highlighter, and the highlighter will just reflect the light. I'm scared. This is giving 2016 for sure. You know why? We used to try some weird hacks. Okay. Whoa. Oh, Atrocious. Then I'm going to use this T-Fit concealer, which is basically the NARS Soft Matte Concealer, except it has better grip to the skin, so I love it. I'm like holding my breath. Did it work? It worked. Oh my god, you know what? I have pimple cream on it. We're gonna leave like that. If I play with it anymore, it ain't gonna look cute. Foundation, I'm using my trusty dusty Chanel Flawless Finish Foundation. I love this stuff. Y'all, I hate how much I love this because I know it's expensive, but listen, there's more expensive foundations out there now. This is like $60 and Patrick Ta's foundation is maybe like $50. This is luxury to me and it works so good. If you're someone who doesn't like a foundation who's super wet or super matte, this gives the perfect satin natural finish. Use code Elle to get 50% off. I'm just kidding. I wish I could give you a discount code on Chanel. Something else I wanted to mention was the use of makeup. I think that I'm surprised how much makeup I actually use and or finish, or at least hit pan on, because I do buy, oh, it's peeling. Anyways, I do buy a lot of makeup, more than I probably should, but I also use a lot of makeup. So if you are in that phase where you feel like you're over consuming but you still love makeup, I think you need to replace the act of shopping with the act of doing the thing. So watching makeup playtimes and or get ready with me's really helps me, because I will watch these videos while I just get ready to take a shower or get ready for bed or get ready to go out, because it allows me to just kind of like get to know my products more, and you end up using it more when you're swatching it, when you're playing with it, when you're doing like different looks with it, rather than just letting it sit in a drawer and only using your favorite products before you go to work or go to school. For cream bronzer, I'm using the LYS cream bronzer in the shade Harmony. Back to what I was saying, when you stay loyal to your products, it makes it easier to build a routine out of things that you already know works. Because, for example, this foundation, this primer are my two favorite combinations. Are they expensive? Yes. Do they last a really long time? Yes. And I've been trying other foundations just for the sake of getting to know the foundations, seeing what I can recommend and share with you. Based off of my lesson, I always come back to this foundation and think, yeah, no, this is the foundation for me. The other ones just don't compare or compete to what I'm looking for. And the difference, I will say though, is I haven't found like an everyday foundation I really like yet. This is more for on camera, occasional kind of foundation. So that's also why it lasts longer for me. But again, it's so worth it. Just look at this. I'm not even having a good skin day. Like, aside from this, I gotta show you my new favorite blush combo. You know, my previous favorite blush was Pomelo Peach, but if you've been watching me and paying attention, this blush right here, why did I never, when this came out, I was interested in it, but I wasn't, ready to pull the plug. And I did, because I think it was half off or something like that. It's a gorgeous beige warm tone color, and I like to mix it in with this Armani blush, which I did get during Black Friday. Another blush that I saw when it came out, I really wanted it but couldn't bite the bullet, and I'm so happy I did, because this is in shade 11. It's more sheer than this is. I mixed these together. Chef's kiss. The perfect, just like tone down blush color for me. I hope they don't discontinue this, because they did have this 50% off on Ulta and Sephora, and it's not available, I don't think, anymore. So I'll be really sad if they discontinue those, because it's super underrated. My ultimate blush brush is the BK Beauty 110. Okay, this, something about it applies blush like a dream. So I'm gonna put it in the Armani blush. I also need to do an Armani kind of like makeup video, because I've been loving their stuff. And I just pat it in a circle. Just like that. And there's a little bit of shine and glow, but it's not super glittery. For Fenty, just tap it in, tap it off. This one has a little bit more warmth to it. And I like to put this kind of closer to the cheekbones for some dimension. A little on the nose, a little on the chin. When you have a common routine or products that you always go back to, I do think it makes it easier to create a standard for whatever products you bring in. So because I know I love the Chanel foundation, when I review products, I can kind of hold it up to the Chanel foundation, even if it's not the same in the sense on how I feel about it. Like, do I feel, if I buy a new foundation, does it feel the way that I feel about the Chanel foundation? If it doesn't, then it wasn't worth the purchase. I'm gonna add a little bit of concealer under the eyes. Another impeccable brush I absolutely adore, BK Beauty. Nicola Rose N16. I trust Nicola Rose with my life because the brushes that she created, I love them. You could probably tell in my videos, but I've been so stressed lately, and it's nothing like crazy in particular. I think I am very grateful for my life right now, and I'm very grateful for everything that I have and the people that I have in my life. However, I cause my own stress a lot of the times. A lot of stress is caused by myself, so I definitely need to work on that. That's for sure, and I've been really stressed out lately. So I have been trying to kind of calm my nervous system a little bit more. My anxiety has been extra bad lately, so I'm hoping that things get better soon. I'm trying to do what I can to just take care of myself, level my mental health, get some sleep, and do things like this where I'm not putting too much pressure on myself. Now we're gonna melt all of the creams and liquids together. And then if you watch my videos, you know the little trick I do. I like to pat in the setting spray into the skin. Time for powder. Laura Mercier, do you remember her? I did the 2016 versus 2026 video, and then I also did shorts, and I repurchased those just for those videos. Tell me why I absolutely love it, and I think this is better than Huda Beauty. It's impeccable. I think we just got lost in the new thing, and we forgot about the old thing, and the old thing is better, in my opinion. It looks good. It looks real good, can't lie. Before, after. My lips are so crusty. I gotta exfoliate them. They're so dry right now. Anyways, that was disgusting. If I recorded that, you would have clicked out of this video. So, anyways, I'm gonna use my two favorite lip liners at the moment. You know, I still love my girl, Charlotte Tilbury, Foxy Brown. There's a piece of hair. Foxy Brown, but she's a little tiny stub and I need to repurchase her. So it's been forcing me to use my other lip liners. Could you imagine? I have to use my other makeup products. So I figured, and I noticed that I have this rule of 4 subconsciously or unconsciously. I have this rule of 4 where when I do a lip combo, it's usually always 4 products, starting, even counting my lip balm sometimes, so maybe more than 5 products. Because you need the lip balm to hydrate the lips, and then you need a base liner. Someone commented, why do you put on your lip liner like that? Because why would I do it like this? I will not apologize for not being your prim and proper beauty influencer. Then I would do a lipstick and a lip gloss as maybe like the third, but today we're going to do 2 lipstick colors because I need to recreate what I did on shorts. Armani Power Lipstick. Got this during Black Friday. Again, I need to do a whole video on my Armani makeup products because they're so good. This is in the shade 104. It's like a pale pink. You can see my crusty lips. That's a shame. Then we're going to combine it with Kulfi in the shade Catty Kiss. This is like a neutral nude brown. The 4th product is Chestnut by MAC, and I use this for sculpting. So I put it on my Cupid's bow and I put it on the bottom. So it is official. I have perfected my soft glam-ish makeup look. This makes me feel really pretty. I feel gorgeous. Cue the montage. I've always wanted to do one of those. I thoroughly enjoyed making this video. I do find that it was very therapeutic for me, so I hope you enjoyed watching it as well. And if you want to see more videos like this, I cannot stress enough how important it is, not for you to just support me, obviously, but other creators that you love their content from. You need to ride hard for them, because right now I do think we're in a space where hate is winning, and not even just hate, but rage bait is winning. That is what the algorithm is favoring, because those are the types of content that people are commenting, liking on, and engaging. And if you want to see more stuff like this, you gotta be the loudest in the room. But as for me, I feel like I am ready to take on this world with this makeup and this hair. So I'll talk to y'all soon, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye!